After a lot of faff, I have countertops, or I have wood for countertops. So these got delivered today. I've got 3 4-meter lengths, and they are 670 mil deep, so they're slightly deeper than a typical kitchen countertop, but not super deep. I kind of wish I'd gone for like the 700 mil ones, but it doesn't matter now. They'll be good enough. And they're 40 mil thick, so proper big, heavy, doesn't bend kind of countertop, which is good because this guy here, this is some crappy like 18 mil thick rubbish, and this thing flexes super bad, and it's not suitable for what I want to use. I mean, this is fine as kitchen worktop or whatever. However, you couldn't make a table out of that, but these things, we can make tables from this. So I'd have loved to buy them in shorter lengths. However, countertop like this is really expensive, and so it was most economical to buy it in 4-meter lengths, and I figured that I'll cut them in half to make 2-meter long tables. So theoretically, I've got enough wood here to make 6 2-meter long tables, and I think I'm going to want more than that eventually. However, if these go together well, and if this works, I'll probably buy more. Maybe only like 1 or 2 more, but more. But yeah, whatever. This was just enough to, I bought just enough in order to get free delivery. I was going to get just the 2 lengths, but if I ordered another one, I got free delivery on it and saved £40 and whatever. Anyway, so we've got those. I've got some legs to put on them as well. The difficulty now is I've got to try and cut these in half. So full disclosure, if anyone is a DIY expert or a carpenter, you are probably going to cry watching this. However, I am an idiot and I'm going to do what I can. I've got a jigsaw with some wood blades and I've got a dream. So yeah, this is going to be horrifying. Also, another forewarning, these are not one-man lift jobs. I should not be lifting these on my own. It's stupid. Don't do this at home. I understand the risks. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get 2 of the trestle tables in here, lift up one, put it on the trestle table, going to mark it out halfway, and I'm going to jigsaw it in half. The line is probably not going to be immaculate. However, the thing is that at a later date, I can always have a proper carpenter come in with a chop saw and do it right and just take an inch off the end of them or something like that. So yeah, however, in the meantime, I reckon I can do something that is passable with a jigsaw. I've used a jigsaw before. So I'm going to get the tables in here, we'll get these marked up, and we'll try cutting one of them in half. And I'm going to make up 2 tables tonight, see how they look, and if that goes well, might do the others as well. Right, now I've got to get one of these up here. Oh my word. Even just pulling this up right, I'm just like, oh, these are heavy. I don't know how much they weigh, not a one-person lift. Right, so as you can see, I've masked up and then drawn a line down the center. So I've got my line that I can follow. Here is my jigsaw. It's archaic, but I have bought some new blades for it. They're cheap blades, however, they're one-shot wonders, basically. I'm expecting to use a couple of these as we actually do this. And I've brought a specific, which I've left on the other side of the room, got a specific screwdriver in order to change the blades. Nice long blades. I did look up which blades to buy, and these are the ones that, according to the side of the jigsaw, are correct for this depth. as I say, the biggest concern I have is that these blades will just go blunt halfway through the counter. However, if that happens, we'll change the blade halfway through. Right, slow and steady. There's a few burn marks on the side. Any black marks, I believe, is where the wood burned, and that is probably where there was too much friction, so I was twisting, or I wasn't quite operating the jigsaw properly, if my memory serves me. However, overall, I think that's pretty good. It's very smooth. I was concerned that we might get a really jagged cut, but apart from being just a little bit wibbly wobbly, it's actually not a bad finish. And we haven't broken anything. My other concern was that it might bring up the mica, is that what you call it? The top finish? It might suddenly crack and splinter or something like that. But yeah, we seem to be okay. Right, dust on the floor. So let's unpack some of these legs now and see what we're dealing with. Ugh. I've got, I have four times four of these. And originally, I was envisioning that I would go 6 legs per table just for ultimate strength. But I reckon I might get away with 4 legs per table, which would be nice because that would be a cleaner look, and also it would be easier to sit under the tables because obviously table legs are a pain in the backside. So these legs are, they extend up to 900 mil. So they should, and the bottom bits unscrew a little bit to level them. So that's what's going on there. Break this open and we should find the mounting hardware. Okay, right, so here's the plate. So the plate would go there, and oh, actually, well, that needs to go through there and into the leg. Well, let's just mount one of these up just so we have an example. However, I can already see that this has not come with any screws to go through here into the table, which I had not considered ahead of time. I'm going to need to get some wood screws. That'll go on that. Then that will go on there. And we have a table leg. I've got some screws left over from the countertops that was unused. However, these screws are not big enough. They will go in there, but they're not going to be very strong. And if I put weedy screws in these table legs, then that will make the tables really weak. And the last thing I want is one of these tables to fall over because the screws ripped out or something like that. So that's a trip to the hardware store. I'm going to go and get some bigger screws because we need bigger screws to actually progress with this. So far, though, if I put that in there, screws into the bottom, and then we basically have a table. So going well. Right, more screws acquired. I couldn't find anything that had a bigger head on it without going super long. These are 4 by 30 mil. There were 40 mil screws there as well. However, the whole thing is only 40 mil thick, and I think 40 mil screws are probably pushing it. So I went for 30 mil screws, which are still significantly longer than the ones that I had on hand. So that's fine. Okay, I've got to mark this out now. I've no idea what I'm doing in terms of the position of these. Do I want to make a front and a back, I wonder? We put it, say, about there. That should do it. Let's go for that. So this is the point where I should take out my big sort of electric drill for power screwdriver, but I don't have one. So we are kind of going to do this all by hand, and it's going to suck, and you guys are going to see it in fast forward. I might actually have to pilot some of these holes just so I can get these screws in, but I'll try it I'll try just going straight in first. There we go. I don't think anyone's going to get under the table and measure any of these. However, that is 40mm from the front and 40mm from the side. So it should be aligned, right? That's how this works. This is also the point where it's incredibly tempting to not put in 5 screws per leg because this is hard work. However, the more screws I put in, the stronger it will be. Okay, right. Now that goes on there. That's it. Testing. That's a pretty good leg. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to test it to destruction. However, I think that's pretty strong. Right, now I've got to do that another 3 times for this table. I'll see you guys after the cut. Right. How the hell do I flip this thing over? I think if I leave off these 2 legs, I can slide it off the back of the table here, and then I'll pivot it up onto 2 legs. And I think that will work. So I'm going to need to migrate out to where I've got space for that, I think. So I'm going to scooch out that direction. Let's take this stuff off. Easy. Okay, put that down. Okay, can I lean on those legs? Yes. Okay, right, I need to get the other leg super quick so I can put one in. Okay, so now we're going to lift this up, stick a leg under it. How? Ooh, okay. Tighten that in a minute. Right. Okay, so there's some wobble, but there's going to be for something of this stature. That can be ironed out by adjusting the feet. That's strong enough. That's good enough for its intended purpose. There we go. Now we've got 3 of these tables set up, and it's starting to make sense. So I've just done this length of the room. I'm going to do the one in the middle next, and then the last 2 tables I have of the 6, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. There needs to be a counter along the back here. There needs to be a counter there. However, I'm not sure if I'm going to put the new ones there, or if I'm going to move this grey counter to the back of the room and do something else with the other new tables. I might move the grey counter to the back of the room, put one of the new tables here in place of this one, and use the other new table as a second workbench, as I keep threatening to do, as in recording bench. However, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I will figure it out as I go. Either way, I've got another 3 of these that I've got to make up, and I'm probably going to buy an electric drill to make it easier because it's bloody hard work doing this by hand with a crap screwdriver. In any case, that is the tables done. So that wraps up this episode. I'll show, well, you'll see these tables more so when they're done, but that's what we're doing with the tables. And as you can see, they look so much better than the trestle tables. So I'm really happy with that. So the other thing I've got to do is we've got to get some wire baskets, some cable tidy stuff, and I'll screw those to the underside, and then all of these cables and plugs and sockets will disappear. And that'll be really nice. So yeah, obviously I've made no effort to tidy those cables thus far because they need to not be there at all. But yeah, that'll be done, and then that'll look really good. And I tell you what, I should get some under table lighting. Shall I put RGB strips under these or something nerdish like that? I might do that actually. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, we need RGB lighting under those tables. That'll look rad. It'd bring some colour into the room. I'll think about it. I shall think about it. Good. All right, that's it for this one. Next video will be hopefully in a week or so, and it'll be the lights, which I hinted at in the previous behind the scenes video. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye for now.